I'm Kirsten Haas, Director of Membership Services for the Greater Reading Chamber Alliance. Welcome to Chamber Spotlight. If you tune into this series, you might notice the backdrop's a little differently. We are not filming from our usual location at GRCA headquarters at 606 Court Street. Because the state of Pennsylvania is under stay-at-home order, we are shooting from my home. As you can see behind me, my collection of books. And I'm joined today from her home by my colleague, Audrey Krupiak, who is our social marketing coordinator. So welcome, Audrey.
Thank you.
So Audrey, why don't you tell your journey to the Greater Reader Chamber Alliance?
Sure. So I actually interned with the Berks Economic Partnership before it was joined up with the Greater Reading Chamber. So I knew and I had a lot of connections with the current staff at the Greater Reading. But before that, and it was a long term, it was like a 2-year internship. I just never left. And during that time, I was also a grad assistant in the marketing communications department at Alberni University. And after my grad assistantship, I was there full time for about after taking on a marketing manager role at a local bottled water company, family-owned bottled water company. And after that, I joined GRCA. Just due to my connections, and I just really love this type of work, and I am excited to be here.
Excellent. So what you is exactly that you do. So you're part of our larger communications department, but you really have a specific focus.
I do. So as a digital marketing coordinator, I am specifically I'm focused on aspects of digital marketing. So things like email campaigns, all of our social media are aligned with that. And then also things along the lines of maybe some SEO or pay-per-click type work with in conjunction with a company that we work with, but then also website changes, basically anything encompassing that the marketing department can handle as far as digital.
Right. Why is it that, certainly we have people who've been members of the chamber for decades. What is the increasing importance of digital marketing versus more traditional, mailers and things of that nature?
It's becoming the place where we're not, especially in this day and age, when we're in stay-at-home orders, everyone's turning to their phones or their computers. Screen time is up by a ton, and that's just the space where everyone's playing in. So I think it's really important to be in that space and to give, in our case, our members, our ability to share our networks with them, to get their messages out across to our larger group of followers.
Okay. So now the GRCA, we have official pages on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, correct?
Yep, and Twitter.
And Twitter. I always forget. One thing I don't really follow. So when someone joins the chamber, what do we do? Because we also reciprocate following them. So we ask that people follow us, and then we also try to follow their company as well, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And I know one of the things we try to do as well, we will post things on our pages, but as individuals within the chamber, I know I will often post things on my LinkedIn feed, which is kind of my preferred business social media platform. Talk a bit about why it's important when you make a post to tag people. What does it mean to tag a company?
So basically, instead of mentioning, so for instance, I'll use our company as an example. I could say Greater Reading Chamber Alliance offers XXX. But if I don't tag them, by tagging that company, by putting an @ symbol in front of the company or you could do this on Instagram or on Facebook and even Twitter technically. By using that @ symbol, tagging the company allows someone reading that post from X company to say, okay, Greater Reading Chamber Alliance, I want to know more about what they offer or what they do. I'm going to click on their name because it's been tagged their Facebook profile where they post the information.
Okay, so by tagging someone, it provides a shortcut for getting to that additional information instead of you having to go to another place and type it all in. And that all gets measured when you talk about SEO, and that's search engine optimization. Does that tagging contribute to that? Is that part of SEO?
Not so much on SEO when you're looking at more or less website traffic and, searches within Google or Yahoo going to your website. It does give you your company more validity and, makes there may be some traffic there that it help that. But when you're talking about search engine optimization, it's more about the tags and the different linking back and forth that you're doing within your website.
Okay, very cool. So now we're going to get a little more personal, get to know Audrey. So you interested in doing digital marketing? Like what kind of drew you to that area?
So my degree is it's in marketing. And the funny thing is that when I started college, I actually started out as a psychology major, and I art therapy. So I was going to go to grad school for art therapy. And when I started those classes, I absolutely hated them. So decided to completely switch my focus and go into marketing so I could maybe still use a little bit more of my creative brain. And I was an art minor. And then I continued my master's in business administration, so my MBA. And I just through the work, I guess, that I have done over the years, just starting at the college, I've kind of just been pushed in the direction of digital marketing. And it's always, not only has it been like what I've just done, but it's also been something that's just been more, maybe editorial content or different things like that. Plus, a lot of marketing these days is just going digital. So I just feel like you at least have to know that.
Right. And now, are you a Berks County native?
I am. I grew up in Mertztown, Pennsylvania, and now family. Yes, all Berks County native.
Okay. What do you like? What has made you stay here in Berks County?
I mean, my husband and I really enjoy just being outdoors. So we knew that we didn't want, we wanted some land. We didn't want to be in an area, where it was real and city. Plus, our family's here, and a lot of our friends and connections are just here. And we just have had no reason to leave. We have, our camping, mountain biking, skiing is all right here in the area. All the things that we love to do. And if we wanted to go to Philadelphia or like New York City just to, have a night, or 2 days in that case, we could easily get there within a few hours. So we just feel like there's a lot of opportunities here, and it's just a great place to grow our family.
Nice. Well, excellent. Well, thank you so much for taking time to join us from your home to my home. And just for anyone watching, Audrey joined us like a few weeks before we went into quarantine. So as she said herself a couple weeks ago, she's probably had more interaction virtually with us, her colleagues, than she did in person. And hopefully that will end soon. So thanks again for taking time out of your schedule today, and enjoy the rest of your week, Audrey.
Great. Thank you.